I want to put together a series of videos to talk about rotational strength. To improve rotational strength will improve rotational power. And you want that power to have better kicks and punches. So we want to focus on exercises that will improve your mobility, stability, and your strength through rotation. So a great tool for rotational strength training is going to be a landmine. Okay, so they have these in most gyms. You have a landmine and then you insert the barbell. Working with a landmine is a tremendous way to work on the strength training portion of the rotational strength, where we've got mobility, stability, and of course, the strength training portion, rotational strength. So right off top, what I like to do, and what I was doing for a long time, is just like I'm fighting, my hand comes up here and then I rotate, right? So I still do these. But if you want to work on rotational strength, you want to get this elbow high like this, okay? That way you get full rotation in this hip, okay? And then be explosive. You see how my heels are kicking out? Okay? So again, on this side, here, elbow high, press. Turning my hips and my rotating, engaging my core through rotation, being explosive. For reps and sets of landmine training, you can kind of set that up however you want. I mean, you could do 4 sets of 10 on each hand, really just mixing it into your strength training routine anytime you want. The next one is going to be with 2 hands. We're here like this. Rotate, rotate, rotate. See my hips turning, my heels kicking out. Here, 90 degrees with my elbow. Rotate. Now, you can come all the way up like this, or you can go like this, keeping your elbows both at 90 degrees. Or I think I prefer when I extend my arms. Of course, as you get stronger, or if you want to make it more challenging, then you would just put weights on the end, make sure you clamp them up. But, you know, start with a 10 plate, a 15. I've worked my way up to a 45 plate. That's overkill. I think the sweet spot is a 25-pound plate. That's probably the max you want to go with these type of explosive exercises or explosive strength training with a barbell and a landmine. Now, you won't always have a landmine available to you. Like I said, a lot of commercial gyms have them. A lot of them don't. If you're training out of a home gym or a fight gym, you probably won't see one readily available. But this is an attachment I bought off of Amazon years ago, right? And you can throw this in a weight plate, but I just throw it into my plate tree and it's perfect. They also have attachments if you have like a rogue rack or a good squat rack that you can add to your squat rack. Or the easiest thing, which I was happy to find, is a ab mat. They created this barbell bomb, and so it's a little attachment that you put on the end of a barbell, and now you can kind of do landmine work anywhere. It's a pretty cool attachment, right? And so we're here again. So that's a space saver, a money saver, and just a time saver, guys. But if it's the barbell's light, look, it kind of moves around on the ground. So you would just wedge this up against a wall in your home gym or whatever, and then go to work, okay? So the next part of this video, I want to talk about another exercise regarding rotational strength that is more focused on the stabilizing muscles, or stabilizer muscles, excuse me. So this is more geared towards the stabilization part of rotational strength. This is easy. You could do this anywhere. You could do it any gym, home gym. All you need is the exercise bands, right? So make sure you set it up at about chest height. So you set the band up in the outside hand. You want to step far enough away from the rack to where there's enough tension. Okay, you don't want this to be too loose, but you don't also want it to be too tense, because then you can't go any further. So you're going to find that sweet spot. Now you're going to push your hands out in front. I clasp my outside hand over my inside hand, push it straight out. Now, one exercise you can do is just holding this position, engaging your core,
and just pressing straight out, okay? Now, with your feet in, kind of shoulder width or wider apart, this is actually pretty easy, but you will feel it creating tension in your core. The next part is going to be, let me get a little more tension, is going with the band this way and then pushing against the resistance, or pulling against the resistance, rotating against the resistance. Again, you'll feel this in your core, but it still isn't creating any imbalance truly yet. But you're getting work. Your stabilizers are going to work. Your core is getting good work. As far as reps, guys, of all these exercises, 10 to 20, however many sets you want. Now, to create imbalance and really get this helping your stabilization, you want to get into a stagger stance or even a fighting stance. Okay, so my left foot is forward on this one. Now, same thing. You'll feel the band pulling more, and it's a little harder to keep your balance. And then, of course, rotational movement. Right? Do your sets, switch your stance. Again. And then your rotational movements. So I do a shoulder width stance, fighting stance or stagger stance, switch stance, do all my reps, turn around, and then of course you want to hit the other side. Again, keeping the band on the inside hand, wrapping around with the outside hand, and going into your repetitions. This one is great. I use this as a warm-up for workouts. So guys, there's some more really good exercises to help with your rotational strength. This, of course, will help with your kicking and your punching. Keep trying these workouts and pick the ones that you truly enjoy or that you feel are the most effective for you. And I hope they help your martial arts. If you're enjoying the content, please be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.